Okay, let's begin. Continue our lesson on justice, I think. 司法. Okay, first character for today is 真. Okay, 真. This thing originally means ladle. The ladle to collect wines, waters, soups, things like that. Okay. Now to extend it to mean pour, like pour liquid, or further extend it to mean consider, like you carefully consider. Okay, and so why these two things connected? I think it's because this 蒸酒, particularly this is 蒸 talk about the pour liquor and wines. Okay, when you do that, that's the amount, like how much is appropriate, is need to consider carefully. So I think that's why these two things are connected. Let's take a look at the character. Hello. Try again. Why this thing is not showing up? Here we go. Okay, sorry about that. Was some kind of network glitch. Okay, so let's take a look at this 蒸. Okay, so you can see this. There's a ladle, right, on the right hand side. And this is pronounced as 胜, 胜. And so this character is still used very often. The original meaning is using a ladle to get liquid. Okay. So this is means that you have to be careful when you do that, not let the liquid get out. Okay, so and the left hand side looks like on top looks like a cup, and the bottom looks like a small table. So this is how you can remember this. Okay, 蒸. 浊. 浊 means pour liquid, pour liquor, drink. And then weigh and consider. Okay, so and also you can use to mean wine or liquor itself. So this thing basically is also means pour wine into a cup, that kind of thing. Okay, so if you take a look at this character, so you can see this. It's a different kind of ladle. and on the left hand side is the wine vessel. Okay, and so it's just different tools in different container. But the basic meaning are the same. And so therefore, the extended meaning also is very similar. It's you weigh something and consider something. Okay. Now, because they are very similar, so again, they put them together to create a word called 斟酌. So 斟酌 nowadays very rare used for the original meaning. It's less often actually, still used, but less often. But more often is used this 斟酌 together to mean consider. Carefully consider. 餐 찬. Chan means rub with hands or wipe, press with hands and move downwards, mix, mingle. Basically, you are Chan means so you put different stuff together, and then you use your hand to kind of knead and push and try to mix them together, become a well mixed lump of something. Okay, so this is the original meaning. Chan. Network's kind of slow today. So okay, so this is the left hand side. So that part means a hand. So this is something to do with your hand. And then on the right hand side is 찬. So this thing, 찬, means collaborate, work together, that kind of thing. Okay. So also means like you holding something. So it is you work with the stuff with your hand. Work the stuff with your hand. Okay. So this is what this means. Basically, use your hand to mix things. 掺. 谎 is deceitful words or distortion, lie, cheat. Basically, you're telling false information. Okay. 说假话 谎言 OK 说谎 谎话 谎告 deceitful words. Okay. Now so again, this thing on the left hand side is a person talking. Okay, a mouse it's a talking mouse on the left hand side. On the right hand side is a word 慌 which represents its sound, but also carries the meaning, because the right hand side is 慌 means what? Means deserted place. Means a place that has very deserted. It has no life. Maybe just rocks or sand dunes. Things like that. Okay. And so use these words to indicate that whatever this guy is talking is like that. Okay, so to represent that's false information, lie. Okay. 谎 包 means wrap, pack, bundle, package. Also means contain something, include something, surround something. Okay. Now the second meaning is guarantee. Okay, guarantee something. Okay. 打包票 also means charter. chartered, or do something all by yourself, or like just carry out something specific for somebody. Okay. It also means like shoulder a task on one's own. Basically, you're take on all by yourself. And also means a bag, literally a bag. Okay, a bag, a bump. Sometimes like let's say you bump onto something that then you have a lump on your head. So that thing is called a 包啊，我鼓起一个包。This is a swelling on the body, right? It also means a food, bun. Okay, the steamed bun. In Chinese, we call it 包. When you say 包, usually means that the bun has something inside. Okay, and then also means like anything, any lump, in on the body. Okay. So let's take a look at the character. So literally this is a 包. Okay. Now 包 looks like you see this 包 basically is a uterus, and inside is a little baby. Okay. So that's the very old original picture. Okay. 包. And so that's the very old character, but it changed. So this original 包 now to mean what I just told you, especially when you refer to thing, it refer to basically a bag. But to refer to the uterus, that kind of 包, the character now, it has a 月字旁. Okay, so on the left hand side there's a 月亮的月. That 月 means body parts. B, 包庇. B means shelter, shelter. But this B more often is, you shelter bad people. Okay, called B. B. Now we take a look at this character. So it looks like a house, right? A house, and there are two people inside the house. Okay, two people inside the house. And so this looks like, now this, it's not a house. It's actually, there's no, the right hand side is open. So this is really means like some kind of on the mountain sides, that kind of like a cave that you can hide, you can shelter, rain, that kind of place. So this is, and the fact is two people. So this means you're getting somebody, you're hiding somebody, you're sheltering somebody. Okay. B. 五 means cover with hands. Cover with hands. Basically, that's 叫五, cover with hands. So this left hand side is the hand, right hand side is the character called 五 to represent sound. Okay. So, and this 五 in ancient time, the right hand side part is the character to refer to self. Okay. So like the English I. Okay. In modern Chinese called 我. Okay. But in ancient time they call it 五. 五 means I. And so this is put together, that means my hand. Okay, my hand. And so this is to means you use my hand to cover something. 满 Man, the original meaning is close your eyelid. That's the original meaning. Okay, lower your eyelid. And so lower your eyelid, that means you don't want to look at it, okay, as if you don't know it. So this is to mean like a muddle-headed, conceal something, okay, conceal, make a secret, hide the truth, okay, that kind of meaning. So take a look at it. On the left hand side, there's an eye. Okay, there's an eye on the left hand side, and then on the right hand side is man. That's the character on the right hand side. Okay, it's man, and this man on the right hand side of man has cover. Has the meaning of cover. So therefore, put them together. This means cover your eyes. That's the original meaning. How this character is built. Okay, cover your eyes. So this is to mean like a cover the truth, conceal some facts, things like that. Man. Okay, so 斟酌参谎，包庇侮瞒。Okay, 斟酌参谎，斟酌we just said that's you're taking wines. We use a ladle, and so that's why you need to be very careful. So that's why you mean 斟酌 put together means consider or thinking carefully. Okay, thinking carefully, doing what? Over here is 参谎. So you're thinking really hard, doing what? You are telling a lie. Okay, you may say something that is fact. Okay, but inside those facts, you actually mixed with some lies. Okay, try to get away. 斟酌参谎，包庇侮瞒. So 包 means contain. Contain over here means contain. And 包庇 means what? Means shelter. Shelter what? Shelter bad people. So 包庇is a word. They're used together as a word to mean shelter bad people or cover things done by bad people. Okay, like conceal it, not wanting other people to know. So this is 包庇. And 侮瞒, 侮 means cover, right? Cover with your hands. 瞒 means that close your eyelid and as if you didn't see. So this is like you are the fact that this person has done something really bad, but you choose to accept it, choose to cover it up, choose to telling people as if you don't know. So this is 包庇侮瞒. 允 Yun means fall from the sky or outer space. Okay, Yun means just something fall from outer space, from the sky, just drop. So this is called a Yun, and also means like die, lose, or destroy. Yun. So why that is because what kind of stuff like drop out of the sky? Those are meteorites, right? So when the meteorites are strike, and sometimes it just create a flash in the sky. But if some of those big ones, they actually strike the ground, and when they strike the ground, they usually do quite a bit of damage, and so that's why to extend it to mean die, destroy. Okay. Let's take a look at this. Yun. So, okay, this is on the left-hand side. This part, see, on this kind of part usually means the mount, like hill, okay, hill. And so this is means like they use hill to mean this high, so something falling from high places, okay. And on the right hand side is yuan. Yuan is to represent sound, okay. And so this yuan also means round, right, like a circle on the right hand side. And usually those things like dropping out of the sky, falling on the ground, they are round stuff, right? So this is yuan. Duo. Duo again means fall, sink, come off, sluggish. It means, going down, okay, going down. And so this to mean deteriorating, okay, deteriorating, degrading, okay, 堕. And when this character nowadays is particularly to mean degrading in terms of morality, okay, or your spirit. So 堕. Okay, let's take a look at. So this is again on the top left side. There's this mountain, right? Hills. Okay, that means from the high places. And then so on the so on top means this character is something that is dropping from the Han Mountains. And the bottom part is 土, that means earth, ground, okay? So this means like it's something that from falling from the top, from the high places onto the ground. So that's the original meaning of the character. And so now this thing to extend to mean that a person's morality or spirit is going downhill and is degrading. Ji. Ji means jujube, sour jujube. So this is a type of plant, Rambo spiner. Bramble. Okay, anyway, so this is to talk about those little bushes that has thorns on them. Okay, there's thorns on them. Usually they have a fruit. This fruit is pretty sour. Okay, and so they call it a sour jujube. If you take a look at it, literally this is two thorny trees. See, two trees and thorns sticking out. Okay. So and now this G and nowadays they refer to any of those bushes with thorns. Okay. Ji. Jing. So this jing is trap, pitfall, or simply a pit. This pit is used to capture animals, okay, called jing. So if you take this character, it's obvious on the left hand side this thing is mountain, okay, and then on the right hand side that's a pit. You dug a pit. So on the mountain hillside, you dig a pit to capture animal. Okay, so this is what this character is, right? The very old one literally looks like a pit, and there's a deer on top. They fall into it. See? Okay. Jing. So this yang means disaster, or you bring disaster to. 祸国殃民, right? That's a idiom. 祸国殃民. That means you are bring trouble to the country and bring harm to people. Okay, 祸国殃民. So 殃. And if you take a look at this character, you can see on the left hand side is a dead person. So this character, you will see that in other characters on the left hand side. So when you see that thing, that means dead person, okay, related to a dead person. And on the right hand side is yang, yang to represent its sound. Okay, so this is to mean calamity, disaster. Okay, causing people dead. Okay, it's yang. 急 means overtake or catch up with, attain, or reach or compare with something. So G basically means that you are catch up with something, like get close to. Okay, so that's the basic meaning. Like you can mean like 追赶上, right? So means 追及. That means you are catch up with that person. 赶不及, that means you have no time to catch up. Okay. For example, if I say 我不及他, that means my ability can't keep up with him. Okay. Like another meaning is 连累, 关联. That means you should not doing, get someone involved. Like if you are punish something, when you punishment, you should punish specific people or person, right? And you can't just punish everybody, right? That's not something you can do. So this is called a 法不击众. 法不击众. 众 means many people, right? Everybody. So 法不击众, that means punishment cannot be applied to all people. 祠, 祠 means this 祠 means a temple for sacrificing, okay, or mean offer a sacrifice to. This is 祠. Usually right now people usually means 祠堂. That means it's a place to either it's a religious temple or it's a temple for honoring the ancestry. Okay, 祠. 宗祠, like 宗祠, 祠堂, 宗祠, that means it's a temple to particularly specifically honor ancestor. 祠. So this one, again, you see that this left part, that's an altar. Okay, that's an altar. And on the right hand side is the 司. Okay, 司. We learned this before. This is that means a pastor type of person, carry out the religious ceremony kind of thing. So and so there's an altar on the left hand side, and that's on the right hand side, right? So, and this picture will also show you like the altar. There's maybe the priest on the right side. This guy is kneeling down. See that? So this is what this character is saying. Okay. 词 卷 means look back. 眷 means love, have tender feeling towards somebody for something, or be very sentimentally attached to something or somebody. Okay, it also means family dependent. So this character is basically is try to describe those tender feelings towards your loved ones or towards your family. Okay, 眷. And so because of that, so this as used as a noun is referred to your relative. Okay, to your relative, family members. 眷. So let's take a look at it. So this is again 形声字. Okay, on the lower part, that's the I, right? It's an I. And on top is a 卷, is to represent sound. Okay, and 卷 on the top, 卷, that character is means to use your both hands to make a rice ball. Okay, to rice ball. And so this is saying when you do making a rice ball, you need to kind of squeeze and repeatedly. Okay, and so they use this character to mean repetition. And eyes means look, so put them together means look repeatedly. Maybe look back repeatedly. So use that to mean you have very tender feeling towards someone, that you miss them very often, you love them very much. Okay, so 卷. 简. Okay, 允堕极景央极辞卷. Okay, 允堕极景. So what this means? 云, right? You're something dropping out of sky. 堕 means something, falling from the high hills, high mountain. So this is everything, dropping from the high places to the lower places, right? 允堕. So 允堕 put together, that means you are from a good standing, you are degrading into a pretty bad place. So this is talk about probably you start taking, telling lies. Your moral standard is compromised. Okay, so basically your spirit and your moral standing is greatly compromised. Okay, 到了允堕. 极景, that means 极 means those thorny bushes, right? 景 means the pitfall. So 极景 means this is a pit, right? A pitfall, and the people, you put lots of thorny branches inside the pitfall. So when you're falling into it, you're gonna be hurt greatly, right? So 允堕极景, that means you are falling into that kind of pit. So this is talk about people trying to get away by telling lies, compromise their moral standards, but in the end, they are falling into an even worse situation. Okay, 殃及辞卷. Yang means you bring harm, bring damage, right? Bring damage to what? 及 means to. 殃及 就是 bring damage to. 辞 辞卷. 辞 is we talk about this a temple, right? A temple for honoring ancestry. And so 卷 means your family member, your relative. So 辞卷 put together, that means you are bring damage, bring harm to the whole family, and also even to your ancestors. So the entire clan of people suffer. So this is what this means. 简 简 means the original means a bookmark. Okay, bookmark called 简, and also it's a it's a seal. You know, in ancient days, when they seal a letter, they will melt a wax, right, and put onto the opening, seal it, and then they stamp on it, right? So I think Europe do that too. So this is called 简, okay? So from that, you know, you seal something to extend to mean constrain, restrain oneself, to mean exam, to mean inspect, and check something. Okay, so the latter meaning is the most used meaning for nowadays. Okay, basically when you look at this 简, you immediately think is examination, inspection, check, test, that kind of thing. Okay. 简. So look at this. This is a bookmark. So basically means this bookmark is made out of wood. Okay, and on the right hand side is 脸, is a 欠. Okay, this is 欠 to represent sound. Sound. So it's really means investigation. Okay. So the old character look like, you see, there's two mouths, basically, you know, two people talking. On the bottom, that's two people, right? Two people right there, and see. Okay, on top of that, that looks like a rooftop, maybe. So this is talk about like people, they are talking each other inside a house, something like that. So 简. 举 means raise, lift up, hold up. Okay, that's the very first meaning. So means that you are holding something with both of your hands. Okay, hold up something with both of your hands. So that's the original meaning. And from that, they extended quite many meanings, like recommend, enumerate, start, carry out, examination, censure, report to an authority. Okay, borrowing stuff, like borrowing money, called 举债. Okay, or simply act on something, or refer to a person's deed, like 举止. 这个人举止优雅, that means that person's body movements is very graceful. Okay, it also means entirely, like 举国欢庆, that means the entire country is in joy. Whole, like whole family, entire country, or completely. Okay, so quite a bit different meanings. Okay, let's take a look at it. Okay, so you can see, this looks like a person, raise a baby over his head. That's the picture looks like. Okay, so this means like 举. Okay, 举把这个 raise up. 查封, 查. So 查 means check. exam, inspect, look into a matter. Okay, investigation. So yeah, this is basically check, exam, check, look into, 查. Let's see. So this is, there's a wood, there's a tree on top, right? And then there's a 蛋. So 蛋 means what? Means morning, sunrise. Sunrise. So so the original character means it's the wood means a wood canoe kind of thing. Okay, this means like a canoe is, you know, floating in the water under the sun. So that's the original character. Now they use that to mean examination, to mean investigate, to mean search, like search your house, okay, search your body. They all use this character. 查身、查收、搜查 ，okay. So 查。封 means boundary, land of country. So it means you divided land, you establish boundary of land. So that's the very original meaning. Okay. Now, so this type of act is often in feudalism, right? They award land to those noble people, and that's called feudalism, right? So now it also means seal, or means limit, means close, means like you close the cap, and like make it airtight, and that's kind of thing. We call it 封. Okay, 把这个瓶子封起来. So that means you are sealed it. Okay, make it airtight. So this is 封. So if you look at this character, you can see. Come on. Okay. So this looks like what? Looks like a hand on the right hand side, and then on the left hand side looks like you are planting a tree. Okay, planting a small tree, right? So this is in ancient China, when they 封地, that means you award a piece of land to a noble person. They plant trees to establish boundaries. So that's why they use this character. 封. 逮 means catch or capture somebody. Okay, capture. So basically, you capture. You can say 逮. You can 逮 bad person, criminal. 逮什么？逮 mouse, rats. Okay. 逮. So the original character looks like it looks like what? It looks like a hand grabbed a animal's tail. That's what this looks like. Okay. To me, like you catch it, you caught it. 逮, right? So literally, like, see this hand, that's the tail. So again, this is the hand, that's the tail. On the tail, you got a hair, right? Okay. So later they put a foot, okay, walking foot underneath. That means you are walking, running, and caught caught that animal's tail. Okay, to mean capture. 逮. So and it has another pronunciation. 逮. 逮 is specifically means capture. Okay, overtake, capture, arrest. 逮捕逮捕就是 arrest. So 逮 is colloquial pronunciation. So often when people speak, usually you say 逮, but formally you say 逮. Okay. 捕 catch, arrest, seek, or policeman used as a noun. 巡捕这是 patrolling police called 巡捕。捕鱼 means catch fish. Okay. 捕捉 means you are a search and arrest person called 捕捉。魁 魁 means first or big, tall, that kind of thing. Okay. Outstanding. Okay. Later, because it's big, first, tall, so of course people will use this as to mean outstanding. Okay, to mean outstanding, and also means like a chieftain of a tribe or something, means a leader. Okay, so 魁. Okay, so this one. Okay, so the original character, it means that this is talk about the person in the ancient Chinese sacrificing ceremony. This talk about a priest who wear a big what do you call this? A big with a big thing over their head, to represent an animal or represent some kind of deity, that kind of thing. So this is talk about that person, and in that person's hand, he's carrying a big ladle to offer wines, to offer sacrifice. So this is the character is referring to that person. Okay, and that person and that act in that ceremony is the first person to come out to start the ceremony. So that's why this character means first. Okay, means first. And also they will pick a person who's big and tall to do the job. So that's why this character become like to mean first, to mean big, tall, to mean strong, to mean all these things. Okay. 魁 Wan means originally means a very tough hard wood. Okay, a log that's very, very difficult to split. Okay, this is called a wan. And then from that, they extend to mean stupid and stubborn a person, right? And this diehards, ferocious person, and also means like something perfectly round, and or somebody is insensitive, stupid, very hard, very harsh. Also means something very blunt, violent, but very strong, firm. So basically means that something is very tough, immovable, it's very difficult to change. Like you can't like convince this guy he's not gonna change by any means. Okay, those are called 完. And so if you take a look at this character, come on. Try again. Okay, here we go. Okay, one. So it looks like a exaggerated head. Okay. So it's the picture says it's a picture of a person, but that person, the head is hugely exaggerated. Okay. And to mean that this is basically it's very stubborn person. Okay. He will definitely will not listen to you by any means. So that's the character. Okay, so let's go back to look at the sentence. 检举查封，逮捕魁丸. Okay, so 检举查封，检举, right? 检 means investigate. It means exam, means check. 举 means you report. Okay, over here means report. 检举 means you are report somebody to authority. Okay, 查封 means you go out, do a search, right? 封 means you seal, like 查封 a house. That means you go and seal off the house, right? Off limit. Nobody can go in and out. And then you go in the house to thoroughly a search, right? 逮捕魁丸. So 逮捕 means arrest. 魁丸 means 魁 means first, right? So very important. 丸 means what? 丸 means those very bad, stubborn person. 魁丸 means he's stubborn, he's tough, and he is the leader. So 魁丸 or 逮捕魁丸, that means need to arrest that guy. Okay. All right. So this is gonna be for today. Next time we're gonna finish this chapter. Thank you. Bye bye.